Haven't seen you here before. You know.
Usually do afternoons. I'm giving nights a try this week.
Making some extra money for the holidays.
Might carry on. Money's okay for the work.
Students.
There's still no news from Daniel?
No. Till I've heard from him, there's nothing I can do. It's just a waiting game.
Are you sure you've got absolutely no idea where he is? I mean, didn't he leave some sort of clue or something?
Morning.
Not a thing. He could be anywhere, with anyone. I really don't know what to do.
Anything I can help with? No? Right. I'll just get my coffee and I will be in reception if you need me.
You know, to be honest, Joe, I'm more worried about you. I mean, what if this character from the other night shows up again?
I shouldn't worry about him. He's made his point. Besides, what would he want with me? It's Daniel he's after.
Sure about that, are you?
Well, I've spoken to the police, so there's not much more I can do about that particular form of low life. Oh, remind me to catch George. I really must thank her for babysitting Melody.
OK, well, if you want her to, you know, shadow anybody else today...
Well, why would I want that?
Well, it's just that you've got a lot on your plate with the Daniel business. I thought that...
It's no problem. I've got it all under control.
Wow, look at you. You look fantastic.
The wonders of a quality foundation. Covers a multitude of sins.
Oh dear, was it a rough night?
Afraid so.
Well, you've done a good job of covering it up.
You look good, you feel good. That's what I always say.
This is very nice. You don't have to make a special effort for me. A flame-proof rinsette would do the trick just as well.
It was a special occasion.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, this lot isn't just for show. I've been doing a spot of entertaining.
Well, go on then, tell me more.
Nothing too racy to report. Yet.
OK. Well, we'll send these off to the lab, just so they can keep an eye on things. In the meantime, you have been taking your steroid tablets.
Yes. They better not make me fat. Don't want to add that to my list.
So go on then, tell me, how did you meet him?
You could say it was the art that brought us together.
Sorry?
Poetry, to be precise. He's been around off and on for a bit, and it took us a while to get chatting, but when we did, it turns out we've got loads in common. He reads to me and...
Well, whatever turns you on.
Oh, he does. Just gentle, kind, artistic.
Sounds to me like you've got yourself a keeper.
I knew there'd be somebody out there who shared my love, passions. Nothing wrong, is there?
As long as he doesn't wear you out.
Frankly, I'm exhausted. It's what's new. It's nothing like a bit of romance to give you something to get out of bed for.
Or stay in it.
Hopefully. I'll play my cards right.
Still here?
I don't usually go till I've left everything as I found it.
Quite right too.
Something I can do for you.
Doubt it. Madam seems very chirpy this morning.
Really?
Well, she could just be putting on a brave face. How'd she seem to you?
Fine. She's fed, she's watered. As far as I'm concerned, that means she's happy.
Of course, I'd forgotten that's agency care for you. As long as she's fed and watered, no time to stop and chat.
About what?
Well, Lisa mentioned having met someone. She seems quite smitten. Do you know anything about it?
I tend to mind my own business.
And I tend to notice anything that doesn't seem right. That is my job, after all.
And it's mine to clear up the breakfast things, so if you don't mind.
Hello, stranger. What can I do for you?
Put me out my misery. Come and see me.
Maybe later.
Not good enough. How about lunchtime?
I don't know. It's got quite a lot on.
Come. I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah? Like how?
Well, how about I let you peel me some grapes, and then I thrash you at Scrabble.
Oh, how could a girl refuse? Look, I'll try my best. Is there anything you need?
Apart from my life back, just treat me to your smiling face. That'll do for now.
OK. I'll pop by later.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Excuse me, but doesn't that belong to Lisa?
No, it's mine. I just lent it to her.
And you're sure about that?
Of course. I've been reading it to her.
Oh, so you're the special friend. Up all night, were we?
It's not what you think.
Oh, really?
We're both grown-ups. What's your problem?
Lisa's vulnerable. Not just physically, but emotionally too. If she thinks a spot of romance is going to put a stop to all these flare-ups...
Who's to say that it won't? I can't wait to have her up and about.
Why? So you can take on the student union. Look, a word of advice. Why don't you go and find someone your own age to start playing relationships with? Lisa is in no state to be messed about.
Messed about? I read to her. We discuss art, listen to music. I'm trying to give her a reason for carrying on.
And what's in it for you?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, come on. A successful, comfortable woman with her own flat meets a scruffy, penniless student eager to fast track. Doesn't take rocket science.
I don't have to listen to this.
No. Well, the agency might be interested to find out why you've switched to nights.
Melody, what can I do for you?
The mechanics of consultation, part 1. Dealing with difficult situations. It's on the plan for this morning.
Oh, no, Melody, I'm so sorry. I really haven't had a chance to prepare anything yet, and I've got this important meeting.
There's no problem. I'll just catch up with you later, perhaps.
Good idea. Look, I promise I'll get round to you just as soon as I can, but this really can't wait.
I'm just saying, I think you should be wary of getting in too deep.
Half an hour ago, you told me to go for it.
That's before I knew Mr. Wonderful was your carer.
What difference does that make? Or would the agency charge an introduction fee?
I think they'll be more worried about him abusing his position.
Abuse? I've got no complaints. Guy's been great for me. Thanks to him, I've managed to keep my job open.
How's that then?
He writes my reports. The office haven't twigged. One of the joys of working from home, you never have to call in sick.
What else does he do for you?
The usual shopping, errands. He's out picking up a few things now.
Can't the home help do that?
Guy knows what I like. And he takes care of the stuff I can't trust anyone else with.
What kind of stuff?
General household management, that kind of thing. Bills, benefits. Just making sure I've got enough cash to cover odds and ends.
Well, how does that work then? Do you, like, ring the bank and tell them that he's coming in?
No, he uses the hole in the wall, same as everyone else.
But that wouldn't... Please don't tell me you've given him your cash cards.
Of course, why not?
Because he's practically a stranger. Look, by all means share poetry, but please keep your pin to yourself.
And how else is he supposed to pay for my treats? Don't worry, I can trust him.
Why? Because he can read?
Oh, please. I've got lupus, not dementia. And I'm not 16. I've had plenty of relationships, mostly bad, but we live in hope. Why shouldn't I have a normal life the same as everyone else?
Lisa, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what is your problem? I know the timing's not great, and he's a bit young. At my age and in my condition, unless a girl lowers her standard, she's got to broaden her range.
Doesn't mean latching onto the first bloke that walks through the door.
Oh, and how else am I supposed to meet someone? He's not my usual type, granted, but it just so happens we have a surprising amount in common. Stuck with these four walls, I need human contact.
But there are other ways of getting it.
Oh, the internet. Tried it. As soon as anyone vaguely interesting finds out about my condition, they log off pretty quick. Have you ever tried getting a cuddle out of a computer?
And that's the attraction, cuddles.
Much more than that. He cooks, he cleans, he comforts. What more could a girl want?
He sounds like a marvel.
He is. He understands me better than blokes twice his age, and he doesn't care about the lupus. He cares about me. Have you any idea how good that feels?
Lisa, I can't make you feel better. You do know that.
Of course. But in the meantime, it's great to have him around.
Well, I don't know what else to say. Just be careful.
Meaning?
Meaning, when you're cooped up all day, it's very easy to read too much into a situation. See things that aren't there. I just really don't want you to get hurt.
Or miss out on the best thing that's ever happened. I think that's my call, don't you?
It's all go for you this morning.
Tell me about it. D3 in the Mill Health Centre, and Melody is still in the staff room waiting for Joel.
Well, Dr. Fenton probably has more important things to deal with.
What am I supposed to do?
Give me a hand with this lot. Dr. Woodson has been very kind and donated some old toys for the reception playbox. I can't work out what needs recycling and what's hygienic. You sort out what needs a good boil and I'll get rid of the rest. And don't look so worried. She'll never know.
Oh, at last someone to talk to. It's been like a morgue in here today. Everyone in meetings, preparing for consultations, or just breathing fire. And you out having a good time.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Don't.
You're no fun either.
Sorry, it's just been one of those mornings.
Tell me about it. 6 years at medical school, sorting my spleens from my livers, and here I am sorting out bunnies. At least your patients are alive. Or maybe not. Did you lose one?
No, it's nothing like that. If you must know, I've got this patient. She's in her 40s. Systemic lupus. She's a lovely lady, really bright, but she's only gone and got the hots for her agency carer.
Oh dear. Isn't that a breach of...
Yeah, I know it is. And is this waster student wrong on so many levels? And she can't see it.
Shouldn't you point it out to her?
I already have. Didn't go down too well.
What's he look like?
What's that matter?
Well, if he's a bit of all right, then maybe some fun would do her good, wouldn't it?
We'll finish her off.
Are you jealous? Because I had this friend...
Melody, I'm so not jealous. I've already told you I'm off mem right now. Besides, he's not my type, and I don't think he'd be interested in me.
Oh, tell me about it, like Joe. I could do that dance with the 7 scarves on his desk and he still wouldn't see me.
He'd hear you, though, wouldn't he?
Oh, Vivian, what do you think?
About what?
Michelle's dilemma. Romance across the patient-carer divide. It's a tricky one.
There's nothing tricky about it. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but it's not quite that black and white.
That's right. It's more of a grey area. If he's good for her health...
More like he's taken her for a ride. Look, I don't think it's for us to say.
Quite right. It's for the authorities to decide.
But if there's no evidence, I'm not going to go and report him, Vivian.
There's no ifs and buts about it. I thought they taught you that.
Where are you going?
To see Nick. I'm bound to get some sense out of him.
Can I come?
Mum, I'm good. Yeah, I had some more tests this morning, and well, there's some good signs. Everyone's really happy. Listen, I've got to go. I love you too. Bye, Mum.
Watch out!
Oh, God, Nick.
I'm okay. Can I just let me do it? Rosa, just pick the chair up. Thank you.
Give me your hand. Come on, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick, please let me help you.
Thank you. Just, can I do it, please? Thank you.
Okay, then.
Oh, wow, looks great. Lovely smell. Hi, yeah, it's Lethbridge number. Business, agency. Yeah, the med squad. Can you just put me straight through, please? Thanks. Hi, I'd like to speak to your manager, please.
Hello? What for? Well, can't you tell me over the phone? This afternoon? I suppose so.
Hi, Nick. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to make it today.
I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know how it is with patients and stuff.
Maybe I can help?
I don't think so. My problem, my mess to sort out.
Fine, never mind. I'll have to manage with the lovely Rosa.
Really?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she's here now. Right, Hottie.
So you're okay about all this?
Oh, yeah, no, okay. You know, I've got loads on. No wonder celebs spend so much time in rehab. Who knew it was such fun?
Okay, well, you take care then. I'll come and see you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Guy? Oh, well, I see that we're keeping you busy.
Well, I was supposed to be having a prescribing tutorial this afternoon, but then we missed consultation this morning, so we'll probably have to catch up on that first. And then Joe's had to pop off to some meeting,
Which has been in his diary for some time.
Oh, I know. I just don't know when he'll be back, or if at all.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. But don't worry, it's just Joe's got a lot on at the moment, but I'm sure you'll have his undivided attention as soon as he's cleared up his other commitments.
I just don't want to get behind, that's all.
Well, it's only been a few days. I shouldn't worry too much. Look, I know that you've got basic practice management later on in the week, but would you like to make a start on that now?
Great.
Okay.
Lisa, I'm only telling you what I saw. Guy taking out money, lots of it.
He's doing a big shop. Believe me, Guy is not stealing from me. Why would he do that?
Oh, come on. Is existing on a student loan and an hourly rate at the agency?
He doesn't need the money. His dad's loaded.
Is that what you told you, is it?
No. As a matter of fact, I made my own inquiries. Don't you worry. I've checked him out properly.
So you'll know all about the girlfriend, then?
What girl?
The one I saw him with today. Pretty, crop top, skinny jeans.
It's probably just some mate from college.
Well, they look pretty friendly from where I was standing.
No, that can't be right. You must have got it wrong. There'll be some explanation. You don't know what he's like. He comes across as standoffish, but I see a totally different side of him. He'd never do anything to... Not Guy. Please.
Lisa, I'm sorry, but I had to tell you. And I've also had to report this to the agency.
What? You had no right.
You got too close. It was my duty to inform them.
Oh, your duty was to give me my medication and help me get better.
Exactly. And if I see something that compromises that, then I'm sorry.
You just wade in without checking out the facts first. How dare you mess with our lives?
Lisa, Guy overstepped the mark.
By wanting what's best for me.
He knew the rules. There's no point trying to defend him.
Oh, yes, there is. He's just a boy.
Who's pulling the wool over your eyes?
It's fine. I'll tell the agency I started it all.
It really won't make any difference.
I let them know I started asking for him specially. There'll be records, surely.
No, it was still...
I'll explain to them that I made the first move. He's behaved like a gentleman throughout.
Come here, let me help you.
Don't you think you've done enough?
Lisa, please don't get upset. Try
Upset? You just don't get it, do you? Guy and I could have had a proper future. And you've ruined everything.
Oh, you're back. I thought that you had...
Cancelled. They book you up months in advance, then change the schedule at the last minute and expect you to... have you seen Melody?
Yeah, she's in with Jimmy.
Jimmy? What's she doing with him?
Observing. Why? It's not a problem, is it?
But Jimmy's...
Jimmy's an experienced doctor. And he's available. Vivian and I have both had her for a little while, and now it's his turn. Come on, Joe. She's been hanging around this place like a spare part all day. She's worried about falling behind.
But I wouldn't let that happen.
Nevertheless, it's the duty of this practice to make sure that she makes the most out of this period before she starts her own consulting.
Sure, you're right. I'm sorry.
Come on, don't beat yourself up about it. Look, until this Daniel stuff is sorted out, we're all going to lend a hand, OK? It's called practice teamwork, which, by the way, I think you'll notice it's on her agenda for Thursday.
Didn't expect to see you again.
Not after that tip-off to the agency. Couldn't keep your nose out, could you?
I was only thinking of Lisa.
Yeah, well, I'm here to look after her now, so we don't need you.
I hope you don't think I'm going to let you anywhere near her.
You try stopping me.
You've got a nerve coming back here.
What? Lisa?
I don't want to hear your excuses. Just leave the shopping and get out. You can keep the change.
Oh, come on, you've not been listening to her, have you?
She saw you with some girl prancing about town.
What?
Why don't you just admit it? All this time you've been two-timing me with some...
Sister. She's my sister. I met her for lunch because I wanted her advice. And the best way to tell you something...
That I'm dumped. I could have guessed that one.
That I love you.
Really?
You think I'd walk away from the best thing ever? I love coming round here. Being with you. You're witty, smart, beautiful.
Ill.
So what? We'll get over it.
I had no idea.
Too busy jumping to conclusions.
You do know what you're letting yourself in for.
Of course. I think about it all the time. You think I haven't already seen Lisa at her worst? I've cooked dinner she hasn't been up to eating. I've seen her weeping in pain and not been able to do anything to help. I've even seen her without makeup. And you know what? I still want to be with her.
Really?
And like I said to my sister, just because everybody else thinks it's wrong doesn't mean it's not right for us.
I've really messed things up, haven't I?
Looks like it.
Look, maybe I can call the agency and set the record straight.
I won't bother. I'm going to resign anyway. That way everything's above board.
I think that's a really good idea. Is there anything I can do?
I think not. Just leave us be.
Yeah. Well, take care. Bye, Lisa.
Bye. See you soon.
Nearly forgot. Today's special treat. My sister helped me pick it out. I've told her all about you. She's dying to meet you. Come on. It's all right. I'm here now. I love you, Lisa. And no matter what anyone else says or does, I'm here for you.
Ah, Melody, I'm glad I caught you. I really must apologise. It's just been one of those days.
Oh, don't worry. You've got other things on your mind.
Now, that's no excuse for neglecting you. Now, from now on, I'm all yours.
Well, that sounds great.
Starting from tomorrow, I'm going to give you my...
Well, that's really good because I was wondering...
Joe Fenton?
Joe?
Daniel, where are you?
Look, I'm running out of power. I just wanted to call to say how sorry I am for everything that's happened. I didn't mean...
Never mind about all that right now.
Just one more role. That's all I needed. Just a lucky break to put everything right.
Daniel? Listen to me. Just tell me where you are.
Ruined everything. Dragged you into this. You never asked for any trouble.
Daniel, calm down. Listen, but I can hardly hear you.
You didn't deserve this.
I know a little bit about what happened, and it doesn't matter. What's important is that you're safe. Now, why didn't you just tell me where you are, and I'll come round and pick you up?
No. It's not fair. You don't want to know.
Look, it might be better if you just come back and face the music. I've spoken to the police, and they've told me...
Police? What did you do that for?
Well, I didn't really have much choice. This chap came round to the house, some friend of yours. He didn't say. Nasty piece of work. Not keen on taking no for an answer.
I hope you didn't tell him anything.
Well, how could I, when I didn't even...
Joe. Please, forgive me. From everything over this far.
Daniel, stop. Listen, tell me where you are. We can sort this out. You're breaking up. Daniel? Daniel!
If there was something wrong, you would tell me, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Peter, darling, you came.
You didn't have all this shadowing nonsense in my day. You just qualified and then you got on with it.
Well, weren't you the lucky one? Listen, don't worry. I won't be in your way anymore.
Now,
How much do you earn?
I told you, 20 grand.
Daniel, stop lying to me.
Later tonight, Vet Safari tries to catch the elusive white rhino. That's at 8:30. And coming next on BBC1, more medical dilemmas in All Saints.